Is it on? Good morning. Let's try and get this all situated. All right. Well, good morning. Tomorrow morning, people. I had mentioned on a few different platforms that I was going to start on Wednesdays doing a live coffee shop talk. So before I get into that, I'll just do a little intro. My name is Ellen Trotter. I am a health and fitness coach. I played college soccer and got into training and loved it. And then I saw the improvements it made for me. And then I started helping people along the way and saw improvements it made for them. And so now it's my life. It's what I'm passionate about. And me being a coach, I'm helping coach soccer right now. And then I'm a health and fitness coach. So it is what I'm passionate about. And it is 80% of my conversations, whether it's with Jared, my boyfriend, or anyone I talk to. So Jared and I, why I'm doing this, we, like I said, it's 80% of our convo. So in the mornings, he'll go do his teams. He's in the health and fitness world as well, strength and conditioning coach, and he taught me everything I know. So he'll go do his teams, he'll come back, we'll have our coffee, and we talk shop. So our shop talk is health and fitness, and it's diets that we get asked about, or questions that people ask us all the time. He works with a ton of athletes. I work with a soccer team and work with women in general, and I have for a few years. So what I have realized is that a lot of women have similar questions and struggles, and I know because I did too when I first started training. So in college, Jared started training me for soccer, and then I decided I want to live this lifestyle. I want to eat healthy, I want to train on my own, and I didn't know where to start, and I didn't know what to do. I was asking him for my workouts every day. I literally ate whatever I saw him feeding me over the summer, so I didn't know how to go about this on my own, and I know it's confusing, and I know that there's so much contradictory information. And good morning, peeps. I hope you have your coffee. And so as the years have gone on and I've gotten asked questions and I've been working with women and helping them out, I see that it is very common what everyone has, whether it's lack of motivation, whether it's not knowing what to eat, or you want to try and get specific on your macros, or you want to try certain diets or supplements, or you're insecure in the gym. All of these struggles are common, so you're not alone in what you're dealing with and what you're facing. And what I've noticed that helps the most is when I have conversations with people. So that's why I'm doing this. That's what I want this to be. I want it to be a conversation. It's not just me coming on to talk. I'm going to be talking about questions that I get asked a lot. And if you're on and you're joining and you have your coffee, morning, Dave, then ask away if you have any questions, because that's what I'm doing this for. Like I said, it's conversation. I get a ton out of Jared and I's daily shop talk convos on comparing what he deals with and what he talks about with athletes, and then comparing what I do with either my soccer girls or girls that I'm coaching online, or previous girls that I've coached in person. So one of the biggest things I was going to start with, since this is the first one, and this will be weekly on Wednesdays at 7 every morning, but one of the biggest things that I see a lot of people struggling with is wanting the instant results now. And I always preach those cheesy quotes. They're so true. It is so about the journey, not the destination, because whether your goal is to lose 10 pounds or to gain muscle and you think that is going to determine your happiness, it's not. So if you're not happy with yourself now as a person, then losing those couple pounds or getting some more muscle, you're just going to continuously always want more, because it is a journey. You're always going to want to progress. There's not a finish line, which a lot of people want. And it's not. It's about turning it into a lifestyle and making these positive habits. And so something that Jared and I just came across that is so true, it's going to become our new mantra probably, is don't worry about the specifics, don't worry about the details, just master showing up. So don't worry about the exact workout program that you need to do. Get your butt going to the gym first, especially if you're not already doing that. If you're already going to the gym regularly, it's your routine, that's another thing. Don't worry about trying to eat such exact specific chicken with all these veggies. If you're currently eating out all the time, master going grocery shopping, master cooking. Start with recipes that you enjoy and that you like to cook. Even if they may not be the healthiest recipes, that's still going to get you in the habit and get you going, and that will be better for you versus eating out anyways. So don't worry if your recipe has bacon in it or cream cheese in it, if you're just getting used to and getting started with cooking. So master showing up, master doing these positive habits, going to the gym, going grocery shopping, starting to cook, getting your schedule down, getting your plan down. Master all of that before you worry about, oh, how much protein should I get in? Or this has too much fat, or, I need to eat this type of way. If you're not already doing the foundational parts, that's what you start with. Master showing up. And that will lead on to all these habits. That will lead on to creating this lifestyle. And you just continue to learn. You learn as you go. You improve. You find what works for you. And that is why it is a fitness journey. That is why it's a journey and it's not a destination. And I know everyone wants these instant results, but it's not about the instant results. It's about the person that you become as you start instilling these positive habits. It's about getting stronger, getting more confident. It's about everything that happens, excuse me, as a result of you showing up. So, master showing up before you worry about the specific details. Yeah, Jade, getting your 5:30, 5 a.m., whatever, early morning workout in. And that's because you started showing up. So good job. And you know exactly too about it's not instant results. It's looking at the journey. Jade, actually, she had just sent me a couple days ago her 2-year transformation. So that was awesome. And so that just shows you it takes time. It takes time to learn. It takes time to learn what's best for your body. It takes time to learn how to work out, learn how to eat. It takes time. And then after that, you learn even more. And then you just keep getting better. So it's good to have goals, and it's good to have something to strive for. And you want that to help keep you going, and you want that to have kind of your North Star and guiding and directing you. But don't put your happiness or your worth on what that goal is. Because it is. I'm going to say it. Cheesy quotes all the time. It is the journey. It is not the destination. It's who you are becoming through building these habits, through learning how to eat. It's not even just eating healthy. Learning how to eat for you. Learning how to work out for you, whatever your goals are. Because if you're training for a marathon, you're going to be working out differently than someone who's training for powerlifting. You're going to work out differently than someone who just needs to train to lose weight, or for health reasons, or for a sport. All of those things are different. So there is no one way do this. There's no one way fits all for eating or for fitness. It's learning about you. So just master showing up. Start with the first thing of deciding you're going to go to the gym. Just go to the gym. Just go grocery shopping. Buy your groceries. Look at some recipes. Get your stuff. Show up. That's where you start. And know that it will take time and it is a process. So that would be probably the biggest thing I get the most from people, is that they want results now. They want to lose all this weight right now. They want to do the waist trimmer things, whatever, those things you wear on your waist. They want to take pills, diet pills, live off shakes, do these cleanses, whatever it is, which if that's, going to jumpstart you, and I just mean the cleanses, I don't mean all that other stuff because that won't work. Experiment, try some stuff, whatever, but just know that you're not going to be able to do some cleanse, and if you do lose weight from it, keep that weight off without continuing on this journey, without continuing to improve and continuing to learn and continuing to get better at everything that you're doing. So, biggest struggle I come across with girls is timing. They want it now, and needing to understand that it's not about accomplishing that exact result that you want. That's what you're working towards, but it is about making this become a part of your lifestyle and being patient and learning and loving yourself the entire time along the way. So, girls, you're not alone. I was insecure and felt so weird when I first got into the gym. Working out, did not like it. It took a while. Did not know what to eat. I had no idea. Cooked microwavable chicken nuggets for the longest time. That was what I ate until I finally started actually cooking the chicken. So it takes time. I mean, I've been training for 6 years. 6 years, been training, and then I started helping people along the way. And so, and there's still a ton that I don't know, that I'm still learning. And I will forever be learning. No one knows it all. So don't think that it's you're going to reach a point of you reached your weight and you're done, or you hit that PR and you're done, or you go to the gym for a few weeks and you're done. No, it's habits. It's for life. It is learning how to eat and move for life, which is exactly what I'm all about, which is what I want to help the world and all these women do. So coffee, cheers to that. Another big thing, another big struggle, which again, guys, as you're getting on here, I have a lot of questions that I'm going to be talking about, but you have questions, jump in. You want to make a comment, jump in, because I'm not just trying to preach, which I know Jade said preach, but this is conversation. This is our shop talk. So get on here and have some shop talk with me about food and fitness. I just had a conversation with someone last night on Snapchat. So on Snapchat, I post when I'm cooking, mostly, sometimes. I'll put up all my recipes, and I have a lot of conversations with people on Snapchat. Whether they're asking me about what's in the recipe, or the difference that I use between regular salt and Himalayan salt, and all kinds of stuff. But last night I was getting into a conversation with someone, and I thought it was really interesting because she said that she stopped eating meat so that she would stop going out to eat, which I thought was interesting because I love meat. Love me some chicken, and it's a big source of protein. It's an easy way to get in protein. So I was like, wow, that's some serious willpower that you can stop eating meat versus just stop going out to eat. But if that works for you, then that works for you. And and she even said, which I thought was great, she said, it's working for me and I like it. And I was like, hey, if it's working for you and you like it, more power to you. Because again, there's no one way to eat. Would I ever do that? No. Because I eat meat all the time. So I couldn't do that. But it's about experimenting and learning your body and what works for you. My mom, just within the last few years, can't eat eggs for some reason. I would die. I eat eggs every single morning. So just learning about what your body can and can't do. For this one girl, it worked to not eat meat, so she didn't go out to eat. And she's eating a bunch of veggies, and she'll still eat some seafood. And it works for her. So good. Learn about what works for you. Learn about what you like. Learn about what you don't like. Learn if you like to cook or if you don't like to cook. If you need to hire someone, if you need to get those fresh boxes delivered to you, if you need to get the food prepped things, or turn it into a party like I do and jam out while you're cooking, because that's the only way I'm going to cook every night. So learning what works for you, getting into these habits, making it consistent, making it for life, and making it individual to what you need, what you want to work towards, and just showing up at the gym, showing up in the kitchen, showing up at the grocery store. For me, it's going to be showing up live every Wednesday to help answer these questions, to help get you something out of these convos. And again, this is just what I've noticed helps when I talk to a lot of people. It's easier than, which I do, I get DMs and I get emails and I will answer all of them. I'll answer all of them. But talking face to face, you do just get so much more out of. You're able to explain more. You're able to understand better. And I learn something new every single day just from Jared and I's daily conversations over our coffee, talking about health and fitness, what we've done in the day, who we've talked to, what we came across. And so that's what this is for. So you got something to add to the convo, add it in. And we will have these regular Wednesday coffee shop talks going over all things health and fitness. So what other questions have I had this week that are recent? The scale. Ladies in the scale. Let me tell you, throw your scale away because you don't need it. If you have a negative emotional relationship with what that number says on the scale, don't use it. Use pictures. Focus on how your body is feeling. Focus on if you're getting stronger. Focus on if you're working out, if you're tight in certain places, if you're able to move more, and your flexibility, what you're able to do in the gym, new PRs that you get, more weights that you can lift. Congratulate yourself if instead of eating out 5 times this week, you only ate out 3 times and you actually cooked 2 home meals. Focus on all of that over what that number on the scale says, because unless you know all the inner workings of what your body is doing and how it can even fluctuate between your water weight and if you're having, your carb intake and what time of the day you're weighing yourself and all of that, not to mention if you've been lifting consistently and you're starting to build muscle mass, don't use the scale. If you work out consistently, if you are eating good, and then you step on that scale and that number upsets you because you feel like you're putting in all this work and the number's not moving. That number doesn't matter. It is a tool to use. It can be a tool to use to help you see if you're progressing, if you're getting really specific on counting your macros, and adjusting them in a healthy, good way. It's good to use as a tool, but that's it. There's nothing more to that. No matter what your weight is, if you're 120 or 180, that doesn't matter. That doesn't make up for your character and your person. And it's just a number. It causes girls so much stress and they get so obsessed and emotional over a number. It's a number. Focus on, again, use pictures to be able to compare. And that was something that Jade had sent to me. She sent me a picture, a before and after picture of a 2-year difference. And it's crazy. And she's able to know 2 years ago, sorry Jade, I hope you don't mind I'm using you as an example. She was able to show 2 years ago the way that she was working out and eating, and knows now that it wasn't the healthiest compared to now, and see through the pictures and know the difference in her lifestyle and how she trains and how she eats. And that's so much better for you than looking back and saying, oh, back then I was 130 pounds and now I'm 125 pounds. Like, pounds don't make a difference. Don't worry about that number. Worry about the habits that you're instilling and what you're doing daily, what you're working towards and mastering, showing up. So ladies, you're not alone. We all have these struggles. We all have these insecurities of going to the gym and what we look like. And the only thing that helps and the only thing that makes all this stuff better and the only thing that makes all this stuff easier is doing it more. Is showing up and then getting better at it and learning as you go. Loving yourself the whole time and setting goals, accomplishing them, setting new goals, improving on what you're doing, never-ending cycle. So you just have to keep at it. But the first step, the biggest struggle is people's impatience, wanting it right now, wanting to see results. And so knowing that it's going to take time, that it is for life, literally. That's why I'm all about eat and move for life. It's individual. It's learning about you and what works best for you. And showing up. Just show up. That's where you start. A few years ago, I didn't know where to start. Jared gave me my workouts that I needed to do. I ate the same thing I was used to eating over the summer when I was living with him. And so when I didn't have him, I would show up to the gym. I'd do the workout he gave me. Showed up to the grocery store, bought the same foods, but I didn't know where to go beyond that, and it just took time. It took time to learn about resources to use, books to read, articles to find, models to go after. My coach now was actually one of the first ones that I started following for like health and fitness advice, and now she's my business coach. So you just learn along the way, and it becomes a never-ending life process. But it does get easier, and the first step is to show up. Master showing up before you worry about the specifics and the details. All right, guys. Well, I think 20 minutes is pretty good chat. So, every Wednesday, 7 a.m., I'm going to have a compile of topics and conversations and questions that I've had from that week. If you guys have anything that you want me to specifically talk about, you can always shoot me a message or a DM, or if you hop on live while I'm talking, jump in, join the convo, let's talk. That's what this is for, coffee shop talk, so we can talk about health and fitness, and y'all can get some takeaways from it, learn something, and hopefully start out your Wednesday really good, motivated, ready to go, enjoying your coffee. Hey, Carlos! So that'll be the plan, guys. Every Wednesday, 7 a.m., we'll go live. Email me, DM your questions. I'll talk about them. Jump on here. We'll talk about them. And thanks for joining me. Hope to see you guys next week. And don't forget to bring your coffee.